play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bombs going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bombstastinko gonna find Rainer.
And we back, baby. Welcome back. Had a short break there. Got to witness the coin toss here between I Must Feed and the Nexus Cats. Division D East Week 5 matchup here. Let's go through the bans for this evening. It was Dragonshire and Braxis taken away by I Must Feed, and Nexus Cats banned away Towers of Doom and Tomb of the Spider Queen. First map's going to be Cursed Hollow. I got 9 of our 10 players in the lobby right now. So just a moment longer until we are ready to go. Should be starting a bit early here, scheduled for 9 o'clock, but I appreciate the prudent and very quick show up here by both these teams.
Detected.
A new follower is Punjabi1. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. If you guys take a peek up top here, look at that follower goal. 962. We're getting very close to that 1,000 mark, so if you're stopping in this evening and you're not already a follower, be sure to slap that follow button. Don't accidentally unfollow. Someone made that mistake last week and I still don't know who it was. Someone hit follow and then it like lowered my count. I was like, what? No! You're supposed to up the count. It's okay. I love you guys either way. A lot of love in chat for Mark Zombie, who plays for the Nexus Cats, showing up here in the lobby. Of course, the Cats captained by Arthur now. In that campaign this season, not doing too bad. Division D East, 6-6 for the Nexus Cats. Entering tonight, I Must Feed has a record of 7-6 entering tonight. As whoa, it's a sub, baby. The Slavic, big boy sub there. Appreciate that. Reborn Knights. I know you guys switched over from running with Turtles. I think you're still with Reborn Knights, Slavic. I don't know what you guys are up to. Are you guys playing NGS this season? I feel like I didn't see you guys in there. Let me know in chat. Hopefully you're still around. It was a lot of fun getting to play some TFT with you the other day. That was a surprise. I had no idea you were going to be there. That was a pleasure. I'm really enjoying that game. I actually tuned in yesterday. My boy Crowan was playing in a tournament, and he ended up winning it. It was like a big tournament with like a lot of the top MMR type people from TFT all got in this big lobby 2-day tournament event. I think there were like 4 lobbies to start, and then they whittled down to 1 on the final day. Played a 3-game set, and it was Crowan who ended up with the most standing points by the end of it, and he took it home. So I was pretty happy to see that. Yo, haha, not even Reborn Knights. That will be a one-on-one talk. Oh, okay. All right. Well, hopefully everything is good, man. Love you either way. You've been great to me, and I will continue being great to you. Just a recap, or I guess to fill you in. Still waiting on one more player here in our lobby as we are getting closer to that 9 o'clock mark. And Slavic, yes, we will play again. I promise you that. E-Bag saying Crowan's a monster. I got to agree. Crowan, I've been following that dude's journey for a long time. I had an opportunity to interview him on Nexus Now, our podcast here in NGS. Probably about a year and a half ago now. It was before HGC shut down. Why is that a tongue twister? HGC shut down. I won't say that ever again. It makes me sad. And yeah, I agree. Definitely good to see the ex-Hots guys doing well. I know Jay Shrite also won a TFT tournament last year during 2019. Another really big event. It was streamed on Twitch. I think it was like Twitch Rivals or something like that. And yeah, Jay Shrite won that one. So Hots guys, if you like the old HGC, like the NA HGC people, check out some TFT because there's a few of them playing and a few of them playing at a very high level. So exciting stuff there. Still waiting on one. No update, or is there an update? Let me try to read the chat here. Yeah, no one knows. No one said anything. So we're just hanging. I don't mind hanging with you guys. You guys are great. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? No, I think we're all caught up with chat. I There are 20 of you popping off tonight. Punjabi, dropping those nom nom noms. What you hungry for, Punjabi? Is it a win? And if it is a win, which side are you pulling for here? Is it I Must Feed or Nexus Cats? Hopefully all of your favorite teams end up winning this one. 4 more minutes until we reach the 9 o'clock Eastern mark, at least on my clock. So we were early, but maybe we're going to be starting right on time. Oh, okay, here we go. One of their players is in a 40-minute quick match. 40 minutes. Wow. Okay. So, oh, there it is. Okay, we got our 10th player. Boom. Punjabi here rooting for Nexus Cats. I do that. I just wanted you to say it in chat. 10 players. I got to tell them I'm ready. I'm not waiting. You guys don't want to wait. We got another match coming off tonight, 10:30. If you're waiting around for that, it's going to be Deviled Kegs and Roll One Esports Division B West, taking place at 10:30. So we have 90 minutes to get through this one. Hopefully we're up to speed with the teams playing now. I Must Feed and Nexus Cats. I think you guys know them, especially the Nexus Cats. These guys have been around for quite some time. Very, very outspoken team with, of course, Turd Herder, Arthanow, Mark Zombie, Lulu popping in almost every single stream. I see her all over the place. So yeah, Nexus Cats, they have a lot of fans out there. Hopefully you guys are watching tonight. I know there's a lot of action going on in NGS, a lot of games being played. There's a cast going on Bahamut's stream right now. So possibly you guys are over there. I don't know. But we're right here, and we're in Cursed Hollow, baby. My green screen's all jacked up. Maybe I can fix that for you. Boop. Did I fix it? Nope, a little more. Oh, gotta pull it. Pull. Don't fall. Oh, this leg's now messed up. Did I break it? I think we got it. All right. Yeah, okay, boom, we fixed it. All right. Sorry about that. All right, did we miss anything? No, just Murda looking crazy. You want to see a water dragon game, or else you'll be the big sad. I want to see a water dragon game myself. So Nexus Cats, make that happen. Lunara will be their first ban. And on the other side, it's the big D. Diablo taken out. Get your heads out of the gutter. Stop it. Stop it. No, 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 not here. Heads out of the gutter, people. There's only one big D around here, and it's Big Red. Second ban, Nexus Cats on the clock. Of course, the captain with the crown. It's Arthanow. 5 seconds left for the decision. Really using the full clock, talking through this draft strategy with the rest of the cats, and it's going to be a Deathwing ban. Very high win percentage hero. Nerfs potentially coming this week. So stay tuned for those people. Final ban will be Jaina from I Must Feed, which means a very quick selection of Ariel for Nexus Cats, a healer that has tremendous potential now, that resurrect, insane value. Like, let's just go ahead and say it. The cooldown's pretty damn low. Ariel can self-cast it, and I believe you get more health back now after you're rezzed. Yikes. Please, Blizzard, go back and nerf that to the way it was. Greymane and ETC are available, though, on the other side, so I Must Feed. They're going to grab those. Greymane's going to be fantastic here on Cursed Hollow. Able to grab the siege camps, the bruiser camps, the bosses, and a very, very potent assassin in his own right. One of my favorite heroes to play, and excited to see him here on Cursed. Nexus Cats now with their 2-3. What are they going to pair in with this Ariel? Lulu's going to need some help, and it's going to be Arthanow playing the Rainer, potentially the battery so far, pairing it in with Turd Herder's Johanna. So did I miss a memo? Did Turd Herder switch away from playing solo lane? I thought he played solo. I know he was known for like some Rexar play. But here it looks like main tank. That's a Johanna pick for Turd. Final ban here for I Must Feed. Really not too many avenues to take away. They already got their tank and support on the other side, so just going to take away a comfort mage, the Li Ming. And now it's the Nexus Cats with their final ban, already taking out that Deathwing and the Lunara. Maybe 2 target bans, although I'd say the Deathwing's more of just like, we don't want to play against the hero ban. What will this last one look like? I think they're comfy with what they have in their arsenal so far. Maybe take away a healer here. Which one would that be? Nexus Cats? Arthanel? Type faster! I know something happened there, and Arthanel's like, I was trying to type in, and it couldn't, and then it, and then that happens. So we're gonna clap. Arrow in chat saying, at Murda, Turd is for sure a tank now. Appreciate that. Recyclic saying, if you aren't subbed to Murda for 21 months, are you really a Murda brown noser? I believe you're my longest sub. I know Ghost Dunk is pretty long too. I think you guys are tied. Maybe Ghost Dunk will pop in tonight and randomly drop a sub out there to show us. He always sneaks in at random times to do it. Rhaegar, Kael'thas, the 3-4 picks from I Must Feed. As we're waiting on the final 2 now from the Nexus Cats, Mark Zombie and Shadow Guard, the 2 yet to select. It'll be Leoric and it'll be Sylvanas. Sylvanas pretty scary here, of course. This is Cursed Hollow, so the map that most closely resembles her Black Arrows. Able to shut down the forts just like she's able to do, so could be plenty of sieging being attempted by the Nexus Cats, as the final pick for the solo lane will be Imperious. That's John Goodman picking up the hero. But I want to talk more about this Nexus Cats lineup, as I gotta get into chat. I gotta hear from you guys too. How do I do this now? Manage poll and new poll. Okay. Who will win game 1? Will it be I Must Feed or Nexus Cats? Up at the top of your chat bar, go ahead and hit that little pop out and then select who you think is going to win game number 1. I think there's a way I can add the results in, let's see, view results. Copy, and then can we add a browser source here? Okay, add source, new source. We'll call this poll results, and then well, that's not it. Hold on, I got you. Done. Boom. There's your poll. I'll move it. Where can I put this? Maybe here's a decent spot? I don't know. Browser source. Poll results. Okay, we'll just leave that there for a second, then I'll close it down after the poll ends. But here we go. Game number 1 between I Must Feed and the Nexus Cats. Let's introduce the blue side first. We got Miles on the Grey Mane, John Goodman playing Imperious, Corix on the ETC, Sudden Bears playing support, that's Rhaegar, and last but not least, it's Lister Fiend on the Kael'thas. Make some noise for I Must Feed. And on the right side, in the red, we got Mark Zombie on the Sylvanas, Lulu playing Ariel, Turd Herder on Johanna, Arthanel playing that Army Man Rainer, I believe a band skin, check that one next time, Arthanel, and top lane, it'll be Leoric, played by Shadow Guard, everyone's favorite team, they are the Nexus Cats. Okay. So that's the intro. Here's the level 1 talents. Exterminator? No, Ace in the Hole. Sorry, that's the ace. Yeah, look, it looks like an ace. Why would I say Exterminator? It's certainly an ace. And Shadow Dagger getting started up. Unfurling Shadows for Sylvanas. Already 5 stacks, an early start there for Mark Zombie. Arthanel getting speared. Raynor trying to escape here, and should be able to. I believe has an E still available as well, and we'll find some of these XP globes. Although they're going both directions, I can't tell whose are whose. Rhaegar appears to be moving to the siege camp. Or is he? No. 3 seconds till that's up, but instead, it looks like it'll be a bruiser camp. There is Greymane, and here comes Rhaegar, double teaming onto this camp, already taking out the mage minion. No one on any of the camps yet for Nexus Cats. There goes Sylvanas. It's Mark Zombie finally making his way over there. Lulu gonna join up, and those two will be able to get that pretty quickly, but they're gonna have to deal with this bruiser camp in just a moment. A very quick clear from two of the best early game camp takers, Rhaegar and Greymane. So our poll is now ended, and it looks like the Nexus Cats taking 2 of your votes, just 1 going over to I Must Feed. So here's that bruiser camp at mid. Turd Herder going to condemn it forward as Korik's going to power slide in. He's all by himself. Should be careful here, but doesn't want to also give over this bruiser camp for free. I mean, finally showing up here are the members of I Must Feed, and now they'll have a few moments with a buffed up wave. And, oh wow, into a Siege Giant camp. John Goodman finding first blood. Camp still pushing here at mid though, so we're going to want to watch this. As it's cleared up at the wall, just a minimal amount of damage onto that mid wall. Top lane in trouble. Leoric, oh my goodness. Lister Fiend finding the 2nd kill of the game for I Must Feed, and they have a Siege Camp pushing top. Looks like it's just the Ariel making the rotation up here for now. Leoric's going to be dead for a few more seconds. In bottom lane, it's Mark Zombie falling. Sylvanas down. So already 3 kills for I Must Feed, and they've opened up what's about a 1.5 level lead. Big start for I Must Feed. And very far away from this tribute, Lulu and Shadowguard, very long walk. 10 seconds left until this tribute spawns. They should be here in time. Turd rotating in as well. Gonna scout out that ETC who walks into the bush, but still not enough cats nearby. They gotta find a way to move in. Already channeling his Greymane. Leoric's the one to walk in. Shadowguard gets that interrupt, at least scares Greymane off of it, and it's Turd Herder falling low. Does he have Iron Skin? Johanna could fall here, 300 health. There's the skin, and gets to the safety of Lulu, and good supporting here, keeping Turd Herder up, who's going to stand in a Flame Strike, and he's got a tap here. Gets a Globe. Still doesn't have the well. So he's going to have to move back in without the health. Turd walking back in. There's a spear from Imperious. John Goodman low with the Flame Strike, hitting a lot of heroes as well. Kael'thas not able to get the kill. Instead, it's going to be Sylvanas finding it. First kill of the game for the Nexus Cats as they surround this first tribute of the game. Should be able to get the full channel. Greymane going to be slowed down. And there it goes. Tremendous effort from the Nexus Cats, bouncing back after some early kills against them, and being down the level 7 talents, they do find that first tribute, which was very fortunate for them. Rotating to mid will be Ariel, and all the way up to the top is Raynor, played by Arthur now. No camps being looked at anywhere, as both the ones on the blue side taken. Still just a bruiser camp available here for the Nexus Cats. Is Sylvanas going to it? Mark Zombie? Yes, he is. Ariel's going to help it out. And Arthur now going to remain soaking this top lane. Maybe a bit better of a matchup this time in the top lane. Although, wait, no, wasn't this the matchup in the bottom lane? So they just switched lanes. Okay. Interesting. Invade coming out. Here comes Greymane and Rhaegar, and backing right off is Sylvanas and Ariel. ETC showing up as well. Very aggressive by I Must Feed, and a clean steal. Just scaring away Sylvanas and Ariel. Really nothing they could have done to prevent that invade from happening, and I love the aggression. They've been on their own camps quickly, and you see them getting onto the enemy camps as well. There is a siege camp available topside that they weren't able to get before this tribute, which would have been good for them, of course. Knowing these bottom tributes and those siege camps pushing on the other side of the map usually means you get the tribute, or it means you get a lot of value onto the wall. But they just want the trib here. Lister Fiend gonna channel on the backside. Shadowguard gonna scare him off, as once again it's John Goodman falling low, gets the cleanse. Still trying to escape as well as Rhaegar. Sudden Bear's in trouble, but the big turnaround Flame Strike gonna take down Johanna. Rhaegar falls as well, and there goes ETC. It's a double for the Nexus Cats as Lulu gonna start up the channel. Greymane nearby, and the Flame Strike from Kael'thas as well. John Goodman could fall here, and see you later. Arthur now picking that one up. Actually, it said Shadowguard, but I mean, Arthur now is in great position on the Raynor, getting the damage out. So I'll credit Arth now. The game's going to credit Leo. But we got to credit Nexus Cats. Now 2 tributes in this one, and both of them, I thought they were going to lose. So surprising fights coming out, and resiliency showing why they're 6-6 here on this early portion of Season 8. And this should even them up in the XP. No one currently in the top lane for I Must Feed. And no one was in the bottom lane either, where Leoric was able to get a bit of XP started up. So should be reaching level 10 at about the same time. There's Sylvanas and Ariel working on this siege camp, which will be pushing during a topside tribute. And already having 2 of these tribs means if they get this, it's a curse. And if no one clears out that siege camp, it'll be big value for the Nexus Cats. Arth now positioned up top to clear out this siege camp, going with the Rainer's Raider at level 10. Let's look at a few more of these. Will be the Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, Entomb, Blessed Shield, and of course the Resurrect, which is the newly buffed, minted talent from Ariel. Curse Bullet, Mosh Pit, Angelic Armaments, Phoenix, and Ancestral on the other side as Miles working on the channel. Big Wailing Arrow going to interrupt it as the bottom side we see Leoric entering the screen, pretty low health. Here come the Cats pushing in, but the Phoenix right below their feet. They have to start backing out. Curse Bullet's going to hit Johanna, but she walks back with Iron Skin, finds some healing from the Ariel, and now it's a pretty much pinched position here for I Must Feed. They use some of their heroics. They still have their mosh pit, and this might be it here, but it's quickly interrupted. There's the Ancestral keeping Korix alive. Lulu's got to send out some heals to keep her alive, and she does. Still no one's fallen on either side in the fight, but look at Leoric topside. He could be first to fall. Surrounded, but able to walk through a few. There's the Entomb. Mosh pit interrupted again very quickly. Rainer goes down. Curse Bullet getting the kill along with the chompy chomp from Rhaegar. Could finish off Leo as well. No, Shadow Guard survives, but Miles gets the tribute. Bottom side, the siege camp was going the whole time. I mentioned it before the trib. There it goes. Didn't end up seeing the Resurrect. Don't know why. And Shadow Guard's gonna Hearth get that health back. So Nexus Cat's gonna lick their wounds. Maybe look at their boss. They're nearby up top. Bottom side, this boss is pulled. Top side boss is pulled, so it will be a trade. Neither team really knowing that's the case quite yet, but they're content with working on their own. Ghost Dunk saying sub-dominance at Repsychic. And the boss is taken at just about the same flash second. Here's a tribute, and with the boss pushing top lane, Nexus Cats with an opportunity to have a boss and a curse here. But 20 seconds, will this boss slow down? No, he's going to take a lot of shots here from the front of this wall, so maybe it won't still be standing. But Nexus Cat's going to go for it anyway. No 13s for either side yet, but I'll pull up those talents on your screen. You got to keep an eye on this Wizened Duelist as well from Greyman as the power slide coming through from ETC. Still no mosh pit for 30 seconds, but they get the kill anyway. The first kill of the fight, it's on to Leoric. Big Ancestral keeping ETC alive as the spear from Imperius and the armaments both gonna miss from John Goodman. Very fortunate for the Nexus Cats as Ariel's gonna fall. She still has that Resurrect, and will she pop it here on herself? I don't know if she wants to, because look at Imperius and Greymane right on top of her body. Nothing she can do there. Tribute grabbed by I Must Feed as these bosses are still pushing top lane as well, but we're gonna follow this bottom lane here as we have a few heroes from I Must Feed pushing with it. And just a 3 here from Nexus Cats in defense. Do they get it killed before it reaches the wall? I don't know if Rainer has enough in his kit. Power slide through. Mosh pit available. Mark Zombie in trouble. And Sylvanas is down out in front of the wall, playing very risky are the Nexus Cats. Giving up a death there on Sylvanas means it's going to be a siege camp take. A lot of camp stealing coming out from I Must Feed already here on Cursed Hollow, but this one could be even bigger. It's going to be pushing directly onto this keep wall. And will definitely slow down anyone rotating back to this tribute. 15 seconds until curse point for either side will be available. And the setup is big and strong already by I Must Feed. Who's going to do the channel work? Is it John Goodman? No one. They want the fight first. Here's Korix power slide. Mosh pit on 4. Curse Bullet picking up the quick kill. It's Leoric down. Raynor down as well. There go Johanna and Ariel. It's just Sylvanas on the map with Greymane and Chase. Doesn't really need to worry about it as they're gonna get the tribute, get the curse, and where do they go from here? Still some value going on with this Siege Giant. He's still throwing rocks at the wall. And there's the curse. They're at mid. Lulu in trouble. Rhaegar nearby, but the whip good enough. Will keep Ariel up. The cocktail missing the wall, so Lulu does survive. But our first curse of the game comes on 3 consecutive tributes taken by I Must Feed. They find another kill onto Sylvanas, and this bottom lane now looks wide open as 5 heroes from I Must Feed are working on getting this keep down. Also pushing back some of the heroes from Nexus Cats. They might want to end it right here. Level 16 has been achieved. All those talents picked except for ETCs. Do they stay here is the question. Looks like they want to rotate to mid and get down another keep as top lane Fort went down as well. It's a fat minion wave pushing in there. 20 seconds still on this curse. They're looking for a fight now as all 5 heroes are respawned for the Nexus Cats. There's the Phoenix being thrown out by Kael'thas, but not going to find any of the heroes. It's Imperious going down. Little living bomb spread putting some damage out. Mark Zombie, gotta be careful, man. Can't fall on me again here, Mark. But that's it. They do make the defense, but they do lose 2 of their keeps during the curse. Nexus Cat's got to figure out where to go from here. Taking a look at our boss timers, about 1 minute and 15 on both sides. Remember, they were taken simultaneously earlier in this game. Another thing going on simultaneously, it will be these bruiser camps. But it's I Must Feed grabbing theirs first, and with ETC on this siege camp as well, they should be able to get that quickly. So more macro pressure has been the name of the game so far for I Must Feed, who are approaching their level 20s much quicker than the Nexus Cats. Really can just play it slow from here, knowing they have lane pressure in all, in the bottom lane and the mid lane. No forts down in those lanes from the Nexus Cats, so it's just constant. Oh, Mark, not like this. Power Slide's gonna keep them there, and once again, we gotta say goodbye to our dear friend Mark Zombie on the Sylvanas. 18 seconds until the boss is up, and that's 36 until Sylvanas is up. So do they move on to this keep? They do. They don't have a big minion wave, but they have 5 heroes. I think the play might be this boss. You see it respawning right behind them right now. They could look at this death timer and see it's a long time for Sylvanas. And if I'm the Nexus Cats, I'm not really fighting without your main damage. I mean, you still have a Raynor, but that's not enough. And I Must Feed, they're realizing it too. They jump onto this boss. Here comes back to the fight ETC and Imperious. They're going to scout out the rest of this. Turner trying to walk in. But Sylvanas just now respawning. Going to be a little bit late. But the final opportunity maybe for the Nexus Cats to make something happen here on Cursed Hollow. Ancestral is going to keep Imperious alive as the Nexus Cats can't quite move on to the point. There's the Mosh Pit getting 2 down. Mark Zombie going to fall to that living bomb. It's just Lulu and Arth now left on the map, and they got to deal with this boss pushing top lane. The Resurrect going to mean Mark falls again. Not like this, Mark! Oh no, here comes the boss as I Must Feed are going to try to close out game number 1 here on Cursed Hollow. Greymane leaping on this keep, and the keeps are already down in mid and bot. Oh no, Arth, no! That should be GG here on Cursed Hollow. Outstanding macro pressure all throughout from I Must Feed. They take it in convincing fashion. 19-5, the final kill count. Level 20s were achieved. The boss gets maximum value. And I Must Feed takes game number 1. So let's take a look at this match summary, brought to you, of course, by our dear friends at the Nexus Gaming Series. Shout out, big damage there from Kael'thas. Lister Fiend, 9 kills, leading all heroes. And pretty good work on the other side by, you know, the damage numbers. Sylvanas, Raynor, trying their best, but couldn't quite stay on their feet. Let's take a look at the talents before we go on to a quick break. I hear my dog complaining. He wants to go outside quickly, so it might be a bit longer of a delay in between this game 1 and game 2. But you guys are great. You understand the drill. You know what's going on. Appreciate your presence. Shout out Ghost Dunk for being in chat now. Lupus Hot's out there as well. Appreciate you showing up, my man. If you guys aren't already following Lupus and you want to see a Division S player, plays for my own team, Regen, give him a follow, give him a sub if you really like him. But yeah, we'll be back in about 5 minutes for game number 2. welcome back, ladies and gentle beans. Here we go. We're in lobby number 2. I had to delay that one, so I gotta let them know I'm ready to go quickly here. It's going to be Battlefield of Eternity. I must feed picking up a convincing game number 1 in BOE. Another map where you can expect a lot of fighting. So do they close it out here, or do the Nexus Cats bring us to a game number 3? We're gonna need some support in chat if you're here rooting for the Nexus Cats. Gotta say, Lupus, before I left, you hit the old drop down onto my sub. Enjoy the emotes, all them regen emotes. You need them, you really do. There's so many of them, and you're gonna be cheering on your own team. There they are right there. Regen, I got you supported tonight. Game number 2 draft, ready to go. Boom. Did that work? Yeah, that worked. Boom. Ooh, almost typed Nexus cars. I was getting the poll ready. We're gonna wait till we see some more of the draft picks. Looks like we have an issue. Wait, what happened? Wait, who, what? I said Volskaya? Oh. Apparently we're not going to BOE, we're going to Volskaya Foundry. So it must have been some sort of miscommunication. Interesting. Alright. Back on over to the webcams. Sorry about that, folks. And we'll wait for that next lobby. There's the regen emotes. I sees them. Also got a follow during the break from the Nomlet. Didn't mean to skip on that one. Just forgot to mention it. Sorry, I was a little hectic there between matches. Appreciate your follow. Thanks for showing up and bringing us one notch closer up there. 963. Almost said 63, but it's 963. Very close. So please, if you're out there and not yet following, don't hesitate. Get your other throwaway Twitch account. Get that one too. There's my lobby link. We're going to load on in, hopefully. And everyone's here except for one. Okay. We're not the last one. Feels good. And there's our 10th player. Meaning everyone is now here for Volskaya Foundry. Ready? Ready. Got about an hour until our next cast, so plenty of time here. At least should be, before our Deviled Kegs and Roll 1 Esports matchup. Got the R's from everyone. Looks like we're ready to go for our second draft of the night. Volskaya Foundry. Game 1, Diablo and Jaina banned out by I Must Feed. Nexus Cats took away the Lunara and Deathwing at the top half here. A couple mages were banned out ultimately by I Must Feed, but this time switching it up, getting rid of an Alarak, which we have not seen yet tonight. Nexus Cats banning away a Lunara to start it off, as well as the Deathwing in game number 1 over on Cursed Hollow. Do they stick with that? Yeah, looks like they will. Lunara taken away first. Back on over to I Must Feed. Got rid of that Jaina, got rid of that Diablo. Did either of those stick, or was there something in game 1? Maybe that Ariel that they don't want to deal with here in game number 2. 12 seconds remaining for this second ban. And yeah, they'll just go ahead and stick with that Jaina ban. I think that's a Mark Zombie Hero. Call me crazy. I feel like I've seen the boy play some of those. And the Ariel taking away by their own team this time. They played it in game 1, but game 2 they don't want to play against it, so she's taken out. Deathwing still available, and does I Must Feed select him here? Did you miss the retro game? Unfortunately, you did. I think you can go back top of the screen to videos and catch the beginning of this VOD. It should be up there somewhere. So if you're really only interested in that, feel free going back. Or if you wait until later on this evening, I'm going to go back in and upload all these matches on my YouTube channel. So either way, should be viewable if you're wanting to watch that Regen Retro game. If you're waiting for Deviled Kegs and Roll One Esports, that's still coming up later on. That starts at 10:30 Eastern. As we're getting some picks here, Johanna first selected there by I Must Feed, and a quick Li Ming Mal'Ganis on the other side for the Nexus Cats. Gonna go back to that Kael'thas. It was Lister Fiend in game 1, who was probably our MVP. And gonna get it here on Volskaya, and maybe a bit better of a map for Kael'thas too. Sometimes on Cursed Hollow, it's hard to find too many spots. There's a lot of chokes, but like there's like not necessarily always a fight in the choke that you want to be in and like able to walk into. Means Deathwing still able to be banned, neither side picking them in the top half. Which probably makes me think no one really wants Deathwing in this matchup. I don't know why. Probably just neither side comfortable with the hero. Leo, the final ban, that was played in game 1 by Shadowguard. So, 3-4 picks. It's time for the Nexus Cats to make them. 3 seconds left. Hanzo and Stukov. And now it's time for the final 2 picks of I Must Feed. Still needing some sort of solo lane and maybe one more damage, but that flex pick still an option here. Does Miles go for something a bit different this time? Maybe a double support? Or do they stick with just another assassin? It looks like it will be an assassin. Once again, it's Greymane and Imperius. So overall, a very similar draft to game number 1 from I Must Feed, a game in which they had plenty of kills, plenty of camps. The only 2 heroes different is the Rhaegar for the Anduin and the ETC for the Johanna. But I think I like the Anduin and the Johanna better on this map than those 2 heroes. Shadowguard going to the Rexar, a Nexus Cats staple. Is it enough to bring them to a game number 3? It's time for you guys in chat to decide. Starting up the poll, who will win game number 2? Check out the top of the chat. Click the thing, do the thing, and then up here, your votes are going to start clicking in. Who do I like? It really depends. If Rexar can get a big advantage over the Imperius, shut down John Goodman, who is very strong in game 1, then I think the Nexus Cats stand a chance. I have full hopes for Arthur to get plenty of value with this Hanzo here on Volskaya. It's one of his better maps, in my opinion. And I haven't seen too much Mal'Ganis. It looked like he was getting popular for a bit. But maybe Mal'Ganis is somewhat of a secret weapon for Turd Herder. Excited to see if that'll work out as well. Some of these votes coming in. Looks like a few of you already voting for I Must Feed. Looks like our loading bar's done, so... Oh, wait, no, we're still waiting on Turd Herder. He's got to get those hamsters spinning a bit more. What's going on there, Turd? Yeah, still sitting at about 25%. It's okay. I forgive you. Hopefully chat forgives you. Good bit of banter going on. IMF draft looks good, says 8-bit output. And I got to agree. I really think they were comfy in game 1, and I think they got 2 better pieces to go with it, having that Johanna and Anduin here. So I like it. It definitely was potent, and I expect more of the same here in game 2. Lupus says, I predict that Misha is just going to light the Nexus Cats on fire. With the Kael'thas bomb, that's potential too. So hopefully the micro is there from Shadow Guard, able to keep that Misha safe and not spread some of those living bombs around. Still loading in. Maybe Turd Herder dropped. Seems a bit long. Seems a bit long. And there we go. Looks like Turd Herder did drop out. We'll flip over to the game scene. And, yeah, okay. Maybe we're not going to a game scene. A bit of a DC. We're going to drop on back to webcams and hang for a bit. But I want to say thank you. We've gotten plenty of action tonight. Gift sub earlier by Arrow, followed up by Shui, Repsychic, the Slavic, and most recently Lupus Hots. So 5 total subs already tonight. You guys rock. Shout out to you. We're sitting at 13, just 2 away from that sub goal. And what's the count there? 37 away from our follower goal. So, yeah, hit the buttons, do the things. If you're on YouTube, you can do the things there as well. I know this break is slowing you down, and you're probably just going to fast forward. But before you fast forward and you're hitting some of those buttons, hit the like button on this video. And hit the subscribe button on this channel because it really helps out those algorithms. YouTube is quite the bitch to get any sort of traction on. So all the support you guys at home are giving really goes a long way with helping me out because I can't do that part on my own. I really need your support at home. I think we got him back. Do we have him back? He is back. Ready? Okay. Poll results. There they are. I Must Feed getting 2 votes to just the one from the Nexus Cats. But let's introduce these teams. Left side, Game 1 winners, I Must Feed, enter tonight's matchup 7 and 6. Here's Miles on the gray main, John Goodman playing that Imperious again. Sudden Bears on Anduin, Quarix on Johanna, and our Game 1 MVP, Listerfiend, once again on the Kael'thas. They are I Must Feed. And on the right side in red, Turd Herder on the Mal'Ganis, Lulu playing Stukov, Arthanel on Hanzo, Mark Zombie on the Li Ming, and in the solo lane with the Misha and the Rexar, it's Shadow Guard. Give it up for the Nexus Cats. Okay. That was pretty hype, I feel. My neighbors here, probably not going to miss me once I go. Moving away in just a few days. On my last cast here from my condo. Kind of sad times. Kind of sad, to be honest, but excited for the future. Moving in with my fiance. Starting our lives together this Saturday. At least our living together lives. Although she's over here like every night. She's not here tonight. But yeah, you know. Fiance, wedding type stuff. It's okay. Early camps again, and you know who's on it. It's I Must Feed Game 1. They were the more diligent of the 2 teams, and right as this fortification spawns, it is Greymane and Anduin leaping right on it. Imperious staying nearby, making sure no one's going to invade, and really great presence of mind, John Goodman helping out there. It's the little things like that that make your team feel safe, and still keeping this minion wave at the wall. Means a little bit of XP being missed by the Nexus Cats. They're working on their camp, but here comes Greymane. He moves on the point. It's now contested. Arth now very low. Condemned, not going to do anything. It's just Misha and Rexar here. And it's a steal by I Must Feed. They got 2 turrets on hand. And we're only a minute and 30 in here on Volskaya. An early start. As the Chastise is going to miss, they still get the Gravity Labs. Turd Herder becoming first blood of the game. Support camp wide open, and there they go. About to get the hat trick of these camps. Or will they? No, maybe we're getting greedy on Li Ming. No, okay. They just want the camp. No greed here. Malware bites, I don't want to install your software. Stop popping up on my screen. And all those strikes from Greymane, all those swipes as well. They're going to grab that 3rd item, Biotic Emitter, now in their control. There's still just the siege camps on the map, but I'd imagine I Must Feed is going to hold that a bit longer, or will they? No. They are a no hesitation team. There goes Greymane. I thought maybe they'd want to channel that one during the objective, but there, look. It's objective time. They knew it. What did I do? I'm just a caster. Listen, I don't play. These guys are better than me. They're playing fantastic. They're out of their mind. They're out of this world. You'll love to see it. Mark, he's got to clear up top, and this is about a 3/4 level lead for I Must Feed, who are going to get their camp in just a moment. Anduin standing nearby, just waiting for Greymane to get back from base now with full health, full mana. Control point A coming soon, and half a level away from 7 is I Must Feed. Did they look for that XP? They got to be careful because Imperius looks like he just went back to base as well. But moving in anyways, Johanna gonna have to use that Iron Skin early. The Sleep Drive coming out from Turd. But Unstoppable is the name of this game, says Corix. So the Nexus Cat's gonna have to back out as Imperius now showing up, spearing in, hitting 3 targets. Follow-up blind. It's gonna be hard to get out of this one. Greymane's gonna leap in, but a good sleep that time. Turd saving the day potentially. Still scooting out. There's a spear from John Goodman, and now swiping in. Mal'Ganis should have swiped out. Turd should have swiped out. Second kill of the game for I Must Feed as they have control of control point A. Still have a biotic emitter and one of those turrets. They're working on finding their second turret here. There goes the Greymane and the Anduin. This first turret going to expire. There it goes. But they get another one in the arsenal. Still in control. 58% is the channel for I Must Feed as Mal'Ganis just finally getting back. And there's level 7s as well for the Nexus Cat. So if they're looking for anything, this is a great opportunity for it. Swiping in. There goes Mal'Ganis looking for that follow-up sleep, but can't get it. He's getting lifted all over the place. And just like that, Mal'Ganis will fall. Just as quickly as he walked in, he was walking his way out. And Triglav #1 will go over-handedly to I Must Feed, who now have a 3-0 lead here. On Volskaya Foundry, getting message from Rock Your Worlds. Murda DM'd you the details for your next cast. Murda, thanks again for picking us up. Oh, pleasure. And I do see you messaged me. Maybe I can try to read some of that while we're playing. Kind of hard to double task, but nonetheless, do appreciate it. Boom. Alright, so I already have all the map bands. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Triglav getting through one of those towers, the wall, and the well. John Goodman, the one taking the front of this damage from Li Ming. And Imperius got to be careful now. One reset could be kills, but barely avoiding the orb. Now trying to teleport in his Mark Zombie, but still not able to get a kill. One more orb could do it. Johanna falls. Here's the follow-up reset. Not going to hit John with the splash. So they just get the one, but they needed that. This will give them opportunity to catch up in levels. Maybe get the support camp. It's being pinged by one of these sides. I don't know which side's pinging it. Or maybe they just want to get down this well. They're pushing onto structures. Imperius walking in backside, finds his Stukov for the time being. There's natural agility from Hanzo getting him out of the way. Once again, it's Stukov still taking some of that. Lulu's starting to back out and should be safe. Finds that big heal with the Stukov onto all 4 members, but Arth getting pulled back in and just erased from Volskaya like he never even set foot on it. 4th kill of the game with level 10s achieved for I Must Feed. This should be a free, wide open top fort. Imperius doing some double soaking. Actually going to leave up mid and head on down towards this Rexar in the bottom lane as the rest of I Must Feed easily able to take the rest of this fort down. And I'd expect want to drop back onto the support camp. Still no 10s for the Nexus Cats. And yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Checking out this bottom lane, and Imperius really not having too much of an issue with the Rexar. I thought maybe Misha would be a bit of a help in the matchup. Shadowguard struggling game 1 with the Leoric up against the Imperius, although they never really fought against each other. It's like a weird lane setup on Curse where we never really saw Leo and Imperius battle much. Another invade trying to come out. There's the Blessed Shield. Won't stop it in time. So Turret grabbed by Arthur now. But they still got to get Turret Herder out of here. He's trying to walk towards the bottom lane as a Cursed Bullet hits him in the face. Can't get into his Carrion Swarm. He tried popping it. You see the cooldown being reset there. Oh, Turret's going to fall, which means Level 13s are very close for I Must Feed. They can rotate around this map, clear out top, get their own siege camp, and certainly have 13s before this next control point is active. What can the Cats do? Really nothing. There's no camps available. They finally were able to get that the fortification camp here on the bottom side, but I mean, there's really just nothing to do now. They could push it onto that wall, but they don't know where the enemies are. They got to play safe. Dragon's Arrow's going to miss as the damage trying to hit Kael'thas. Mark can't get the job done himself. Here's Misha charging in. Lister being low will finally fall. Misha will be traded out. No value from the reset for Li Ming that time, but they do get a pretty big pickup. Kael'thas, one of the strongest damage dealers in this game. He was our Game 1 MVP. And maybe that's the momentum Nexus Cats needs, but they still don't have 13. They're going to have to leave Rexar split out. He's in the soul lane right now, but Imperia's still here as well. So not going to be too easy for Shadow Guard. Oh, there goes John Goodman. Now it'll be easy. Top lane fight is happening. It's Johanna on the front. Back on the point is Lulu. We're waiting on a level 13 talent from Johanna. She's the only one yet to pick from I Must Feed. As 40%'s the channel, they clear out the wave and start pressuring the Nexus Cats. Here's a sleep from Mal'Ganis. He'll be the only one getting stunned as a cursed bullet's gonna hit him. Carrion Swarm keeping Turd alive this time. Couple heroics used, including the Light Bomb and the Angelic Armaments. Cursed Bullet as well from the Greymane. Only saw the Carrion Swarm for Mal'Ganis, so the Cats, once they get 13, can re-engage this fight. They'll have a heroic advantage. They have the Misha one, what's it called? Bestial Wrath. They have the Dragon's Arrow still. And a Wave of Force from Li Ming. A short cooldown, but can be effective in helping set up some of those combos. It's the final wave here at mid, and they do get it. Arth's gonna mount up as a few heroes rotating down onto him. Should have that natural agility. There it goes from Arth. He survives. And I'm moving on to the point up top is Turd Herder. Still without his team, just the Misha with him. Stukov nearby as well. Swipes online in 5 seconds. Lulu can use that as a zoning tool here on this point. Horix on the backside. Can they find a fight? Here's the first orb from Li Ming. Phoenix being dropped from Kael'thas is spreading a lot of damage out onto Misha and Rexar. Misha falls, Mal'Ganis falls. I thought that was Rexar. Actually was Mal'Ganis in there. John Goodman playing aggressive. There's the armaments pop. Might finish off Stukov, but no. He'll fall first instead. But it's objective number 2 in favor of I Must Feed. They grabbed that first one. They got a good bit of value with it. And they're going to try to find a bit more here with their second opportunity. Mid lane, first in its sights. Towers down, walls down. But it's the long march all the way down to the bottom. Taking a safe path. Now that tower is down, Trickov's still pretty damn healthy, 75% health, although it did take a chunk there. 20 seconds still on the timer. They should be able to get the well at a minimum. But where do they set the rest of their focus? There's a good laser beam going to split up the damage between both those structures. They get the well down, and they get the fort to about, we'll call it 55% health. Turn on the front side, he's low. Has that Carrion Swarm getting charged in by that Triglav. Here's some orbs from Arth now trying to, excuse me, not Arth now, Mark Zombie trying to push some heroes back. But it's Arth having to use that Dragon's Arrow, and Lulu using the swipes, but it's still not enough to keep Turd up. He's down yet again. 6th death in the game for Mal'Ganis, who can't seem to stay on his feet. He's got wings too. You'd think the wings would help him fly around, but falling over is the Turd and the Mal'Ganis. An unfortunate turn of events if you're a Nexus Cats fan, as another camp in this matchup being stolen away by I Must Feed. This will be another turret to go into their bank. And if you look around the map, there's still a support camp up and their fortification camp. So could be a whole nother revamped arsenal for I Must Feed, who have already won the first 2 objectives of this, lead the game 7-3 in kills, and have the level 16 advantage currently. Let's look at a few of these talents. Will be Executioner from Greymane, trying to finish off that Mal'Ganis, and perhaps the Misha Rexar combo. Living Bomb Spread, that's Ignite from Kael'thas, who, you guys in chat mentioning, Misha's got to be careful not spreading that Living Bomb around, and having a talent like Ignite makes it that much scarier. You really don't want to have that bear be a true living bomb, a suicide bomb. And the Cats wisely going to give up the support camp, still without 16s, just a moment away. So good timing there by I Must Feed, making sure they get that before their opponents reach 16. And there they are. 16s grabbed. Piercing arrows by Hanzo. That's the one we've been waiting for. Primal Intimidation from Rexar. I don't really know what this one does. Oh, it's attack speed slow. So it's, okay. It's like Imposing Presence. Plague Bats. Box Populi. You guys at home decide. And Arcane Orbit from Li Ming, who now has a full orb build with glass cannon. You love to see it? Question mark? Sneaky bush play here. But no one from Nexus Cats nearby. They should be safe from this. They're making a safer rotation towards that top lane. Now showing in the wave. So I Must Feed. Probably not going to stay in that bush for too long. Instead, going to rotate here towards mid. Maybe work on getting this fort down. Getting this last remaining outer well down, which is really the important part. Control point C up next. It's going to be a long walk back to any sort of well for the Nexus Cats. And it's a short little skip and a jump for I Must Feed, who still have their well here in the bottom lane. They're going to get a bunch of XP. This big wave pushing in. Another one right behind it. So that'll set them much closer to 19, which is just one away from 20. Which, of course, is the ultimate goal. If you play Heroes of the Storm, it's get 20 and win at 20. When you're the team in the lead, really, you just have to wait. You just got to, like... Do you look for a fight here? I don't think you do. You know, I think it's just a free fight. Oh, they're going to get Misha anyway. What do I know? Good CC, though. Spear, grab laps. Great. Camp being pinged, but do they move into it? Might not even want to. Turret Herder looking for something. There's a sleep setup. Light Bomb whiffing from Johanna and Anduin. No good that time. Turret Herder taking a chunk of damage in that gravity lapse. So good again from Lister Fiend, who now has opportunity to get a kill on Mark Zombie. Li Ming's down. Remember, glass cannon. So when you see the health bar just like disappear that quickly, that's probably why. Double kill for I Must Feed. They're free onto control point C. They're free to steal this fortification camp. They still have another one available on their side. And I think these two camps, that's enough for 20. Maybe someone gets his wave at bot. Could be the beginning of the end, and I think the Nexus Cats know it. Do they start making their push here? I'd love to see them just push through this fort, push through this keep, but yikes. Here comes I Must Feed doing the same thing on the other side. A smart veteran play. Moving forward is Johanna, dropping the turret as well. They want this keep down as quickly as possible. And I think they see those hearts coming out, but they're just too late. Quick movement along with their gray mane to get that keep down. Wisely done, and here comes a Triglav Protector behind it. Imperious inside. Who's hopping in with it? It's Lister Fiend on the Kael'thas. And it looks like I Must Feed trying to end it here. Level 20's picked up. A big boy Protector. And they get the kill on Misha. 10-3 is the kill count. Onto the core is the Protector. Can Greymane get there as well? He's trying to clear up this wave just a bit before making his own move in as the Protector dropping out at 50% health. The shielding's down and the core's passing 80%. 60% now as the big Light Bomb Curse Bullet combo secures a kill onto Stukov. No supporting, and Li Ming might fall too. No, she gets back into the base, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't. I Must Feed have just taken a 2-0 domination over the Nexus Cats here in week number 5. So let's take a look at this match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. 11-3 the final kill count, and I Must Feed looked very strong tonight. Game 1, dominant. Did drop those first 2 tributes, but then won all of them after it. And in game number 2, Volskaya Foundry not dropping one Protector to their opponents. They get the job done. Imperious leading the team with 36k hero damage. But it really doesn't matter because you got the kills you needed with the combo, the Light Bomb, the Cursed Bullet, and just the Greymane walking in. Kael'thas as well, able to get plenty of spread damage with that Living Bomb. Let's take a look at the talent screen before we move on to an interview. I'm going to try to reach out to someone here. Who are we going to reach out to? We'll see if Corix is available, the captain. Maybe they want to send someone. Here's Corix. Interview. And I'll sit here in this lobby. We'll see if Corix wants to join us. Boop. Switching back to the webcams. How's it going, guys? Got a message back from Corix. Yeah, okay. Oh, there we go. Corix, welcome. Congratulations. 2-0 domination over Nexus Cats. It's a tough team, and that was a big win. How you feeling?
Oh, we're feeling great. It was a victory we really needed, and we're feeling really good about it.
So you entered tonight 7-6 in your map record. This will move you to 9-6, picking up that 2-0. And it all started on Cursed Hollow. A few early tributes going over to the Nexus Cats, but you guys remain resilient. What was going through the comms during that moment when you see you're on going up against a cursed point and losing some of those fights before the tributes? How did you guys end up rebounding?
The first objective, we were pretty sure we got it, but then we had a death and had to give it, and we just kept calm and focused on soaking and stuff, and it paid really well in the end. The Leoric was a bit of a concern for us, but we could play around it, so I think that the team did great overall. And sometimes I didn't protect the backline how I should, but the guys are amazing.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of, especially early in the game, you guys hop on that Bruiser camp right at 1 minute, you send the Greymane, you send the Rhaegar, and throughout the entire night, not just on Cursed Hollow, you guys played the dominant team on the camps. Is this macro pressure something you guys strive to do with every game, or did it just happen to work out that way tonight against the Nexus Cats?
Oh, it's something we are doing after the break. I think we are getting better at macro, and I think both Miles and Bears do a great job doing camps and calling camp invades and things, and I just go with them on that. And we got a invade on top camp as well, on the mid camp, I mean, the Bruises, and it was, I can't remember if it was Miles or Bears, but one of them, and it paid off.
Yeah, you guys got your first bosses at the same time. Both teams got them at the same time, and then you guys were able to steal away that boss at the end of the game, which really sealed it in. You already had 2 keeps down. You got the last one, and just big money win on Cursed Hollow, which led into our game number 2. And the team switched the map selection. I think the first one was picked by you guys. The second was picked by Nexus Cats. So how'd you feel walking in on one of their maps, Volskaya Foundry?
I was expecting the Battlefield of Eternity game, but it didn't happen. And we had to adjust our strategies because we were kind of ready for Volskaya, but not as prepared as Battlefield. But in the end, it paid off well. I think the Greymane plays from Miles was huge both games, and he's a monster on Merc camps, and we got it. We got the camp invades. We got everything on the map, I think.
So it was both your assassins, both games, Kael'thas and Greymane, played by Miles and Listerfiend. They looked very comfortable together. The gravity lapse meant the Cursed Bullet was with it. The Dark Flight in from Greymane, really securing a lot of kills with a very quick combination of damage from these 2 heroes. How much credit can you give these players and just shout them out for how well they did tonight? I'm sure you have some nice words for them.
They are both amazing. They played together on Season 5 as the special kids, and they just came back to the game, and I had the luck to have them both join the team, and they are a great addition to the team. So I'm really happy to have them both here with us.
So, apologies, but I'm not too familiar with your team yet. I must feed the first time I've really seen this name in an NGS season, but do you want to give me a bit of the story of how this team operates, where you're from, like how the pieces came together?
Oh, for sure. Me and John, we did Heroes Lounge with the I Must Feed name, we had another players who dropped, and me and him kept together and started looking for some players, and we got Miles and Lisher, who, as I said, were returning. They played for Special Kids, and then we got Bears in, and Bears is a great healer as well. He got some good ideas. He got some aggressive calls as well, and we try to do a mix of shot calling. Everyone input ideas, and we decide quickly what we want to do, and we go for it. So it's a really good team. I really enjoy playing with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, you guys look really good tonight. I'm going to try to quickly go over to the standings page here on the NGS site. And I'm curious where you guys are sitting, because after that win, I got to imagine Division D East is looking a lot better for you.
I think we are at the top, but I think we have 2 more games than Bencho and Probios.
Okay.
And we played Probios and we lost 1-2 to them, and we have to face Bencho yet, but they really looking strong. So I'm not sure how it go, but we'll do our best to keep the winning streak going.
So still respect for Probius and Bancho, quality teams. They've been around at least for one other season, and so far both those squads 8-1 in the map count. Good start for them, but a pretty good start for I Must Feed as well. I think you guys have a lot to be proud of here. That was a quality win tonight against a veteran squad here in NGS Division D. So I got to send congratulations to you and job well done, man.
Yeah, thanks.
But yo, before I let you go, opportunity, of course, for any shout outs. The floor is yours, Corix.
Shout outs to my team. They are really great, and I can feed when I play with them, and they don't complain too much about it, so it feels good. And shout outs to the Nexus Cats guys. They are great. I played with them and I'm not against them sometimes, and it's always good to see them around. And I think that's it. Thanks. Shout outs to you as well for catching the game.
Appreciate it. Always a pleasure. I had a lot of fun with this one tonight. Congrats again, 2-0 domination for I Must Feed over the Nexus Cats. Corix, until next time, best of luck moving through Season 8. Hoping to see you guys in the playoffs.
Thanks. See you, Mother. Thanks
All
for
right.
the cast.
Yep, see you soon. All right, guys. So we're not done for tonight. We are done with game number 2, or match number 2. We have just one more remaining. Deviled Kegs and Roll One Esport. It's a Division B West showdown. We'll be kicking off at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to have to go to a longer break. I'll probably stop in, say hi, but I'm going to grab some food, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to put up a timer. The timer represents the countdown until 10:30, but I might be back sooner. You never know. If you teams are ready, Deviled Kegs and Roll One Esports, I'm ready to go when you're ready to go. So just let Daddy Murda know. Send me a DM. Rock Your World if you're still out there. Shoot me a DM. And we'll start this early. Up to you guys. Completely ready to go, though. Miles in chat saying, thanks for casting. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Champagne Supernova here as well. Shout out to Night Night. And yeah, shout out to Night Night. Why not? Good job, IMF from Ronin. We'll seal up this cast. Thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit like on the video. Every like on every video you watch from NGS really should be happening. Goes a long way with getting these things up in the algorithms on YouTube. Just get happy with that like button wherever you can see it. I'm Murda. You guys are chat. Don't go anywhere. Match number 3 of this triple header up next in just about 25 minutes.